Friday, that's right. And it's a Flaming Dragon Friday, and I promise you, the under's gonna hit. Nah, it's gonna hit.
You flaming over there or what? How you feeling?
On
Flaming?
fire. He's Johnny Flames right
Is
now.
he? Wow, Johnny Flames.
Yeah,
Take my temp, dude.
He is.
Captain America, Johnny Flames. Same
Those
guy.
are two totally different people.
Same actor.
Same actor. Chris Evans?
Chris
Isn't that right?
Evans.
I do want to say, before we get started, went to eat at a Mexican restaurant last night, and I'm going to be honest, I'm worried about what I saw.
I thought you were going Asian last night.
No, we decided to go to the opposite side of the world.
Went down to Texas, huh?
Let me do the geography on that. Went down to Texas, huh? No, they have robot waiters at this place. I'm dead
What?
serious.
Telling you.
Like not...
You mean like an iPad at the...
No. This wasn't like what Flaming is using over there. Like this is an actual moving robot. Y'all, some of y'all know what I'm talking about out there. Now they had normal human, at least they looked human, waiters.
Those were the real robots.
Right, I don't know. That's
Yeah.
what scares me the most, to be honest. But they have this robot that brings you your chips and salsa. Like, it's like a robot that's got like, it looks like a giant air fryer with a hole in the middle that has a heat lamp. And there's chips and salsa under the heat lamp. That thing, you want to talk about scared? Like, I don't get spooked easy, right? I'm sitting in the booth and I just hear this like Fallout type machine noise come by me, and I think somebody's pushing a cart, like on an airplane, because I see it. And then I realize nobody's pushing it. It's pushing itself, and then it stops at the booth right across from us, and the people just grab their chips and salsa, and it just goes on its way. I looked at it, and there was a kid sitting at the booth who was like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever. I looked at one of the people that worked there, I said, kill it.
So
Kill
was it
it
like
now.
being remote controlled?
No, apparently you give it like the table number. And it knows through some scientific method.
Like a Roomba.
It's
Yeah,
like
okay,
a
so like
big-ass
a Roomba.
Roomba with chips and salsa in it.
Okay, so it can't reason. It can't
I don't
reason.
know. I don't think it
you weren't
knew
able
what
to
table
speak
to go
to
to.
it.
I don't think
It didn't look like
if
a...
it can reason.
No, listen. It didn't
it
come to the
conscious?
table and say, what's up, Jake? I really like the Preds this weekend. No, it didn't come up and make small
Trust
talk.
the signs
It was
on
just
that.
like, wee, and then stopped. But I want to kill it at this point.
Okay, so we have a ways to go.
Well, see, that's what
That,
you say.
along with Groke's top 25 college football, we have a ways to go.
Again, I think you got to kill it in its infancy. We need to kill it while it's delivering chips and salsa. Before all of a sudden it like figures out like, hey,
that thing's
bad
taking
for the
someone's
planet.
job. That thing's taking someo's job.
Yeah.
Okay? And yeah, I said thing.
A lot of
Okay.
people's job.
Is it less than human? I don't know. That's why they make movies about it.
No, it's a robot. I don't trust it. A proposal for an 80-team college football super league has surfaced, and I'm super jacked. Oregon DB Daylen Austin's arrested for a fatal hit and run, and the Stanley Cup Playoffs. That's right. They begin this weekend. I'm Jay Crane, and welcome to the Flaming Dragon edition of Crane & Company. Hey, Dragon. Now, earlier this week, there was a supposed leak about the new Super League forming in college football, and some love it and some hate it. But the truth of the matter is, as long as we get 12 great regular season games, who really cares? That's the whole point. People are still going to watch because they're great games, and the on-the-field product is at an all-time high. It's never been better. You can get upset about a lot of things, but the on-the-field product is absolutely outstanding right now. And in the grand scheme of things, conference realignment or a super league formation is the least deadly of any of the major changes that we've seen in the landscape of college sports. I mean, compared to the now unrestricted free agency of the transfer portal and the ever closer thought of player unionization, the impact of having better teams play each other more often is actually a net positive. Now, geography hasn't mattered for a long time. We know that. Auburn and Alabama were in the West. Missouri was in the East of the SEC. Make it make sense. And the group of 5 schools that don't have the money to compete at the highest level should break away and be able to win a national championship. It's a win-win. And in reality, it's only going to make the regular season better. Now, as a person that was born and raised in SEC country, all we hear about every year for 1 week is how the SEC turns into a bakery where the only thing on the menu of the schedule is cupcakes. Well, this Super League would all but eliminate that. Now, having said that, you can't cry for the small schools on one hand and then complain when somebody pays them for a shot at a bigger school. So let's not pretend like grouping all the best teams together would cause you not to watch, because we all know you will. And perhaps a Super League could give us an even more souped up regular season. And you can always sign me up for that. I'm going to bring in my co-host, former Michigan quarterback David Cohn. And it's Friday. You know who's sitting to my right.
Iron Dragon.
This is flaming vodka.
1.5, brother.
1.5. Good.
1.5.
Good. I'm already all over it. It's me and you, David. We're my mouth today. But
Jay,
even know.
we're right here.
no.
I don't even know.
Who is
Dave,
that?
Dave, we're
Who is
here.
that? Where are you?
We're right here.
David, Super League thoughts.
Super League. All right, let's really deep dive into this thing. The Super League proposal that was leaked, I think it was probably just, kind of dropped out in public.
Oops.
We're going to break down all the divisions here, but this was put together by College Sports Tomorrow, not to be confused with College Sports Today.
Or College Sports Yesterday.
No, they're always one day ahead, right? College Sports Tomorrow, CST, a collection of U.S. sports teams, owners, executives, and college administrators. The group includes Devils, Sixers owner David Blitzer, NFL executive Brian Rolap, Cleveland Browns owner Jimmy Haslam, Syracuse Chancellor Kent Sferrod, and Turnkey ZRG Chairman Lynn Perna. So they say CST's initiative assumes a more concentrated structure for big-time college football that will provide greater stability and media dollars than the current fragmented model of college football. That much we can agree on, and that would be true. I think we can also agree that this would corporatize college football more than we've ever seen in our lives, but we'll get to all that. So the universities in this proposal would obviously own a percentage of the league with revenue that favors the biggest brands. 8 divisions, 14-game regular season, August to Thanksgiving, and then a 16-team playoff. The 10 teams per division, there'd be 70 permanent teams. And then that 8th division, boys, 8 of those 10 schools would be in the underleague, and they'd be relegated each season, which we've been talking about. Then you'd have another, what has been group of 5, proposal underneath that where relegation could occur. NIL would obviously still be a big part of this. BNIL is what they're calling it. So broadcast, name, image, and likeness, which is profit sharing, right? Transfers, they've come up with all sorts of, temporary rules. 85 roster spots with 70 scholarships. 50 players on the teams need to be from high school recruiting. Obviously, all of that would depend on the collective bargaining that you do with the players.
They really went into the details.
They went into the detail. 11-page proposal here. 8 divisions. The biggest question, obviously, is, what happens to the conferences? All of these conferences are already in the middle of media deals. Greg Sankey's not going to just roll over and let something like this come around. But you can't fault a venture capitalist firm for putting something like this together when the sport has been in complete turmoil.
I'm all for let's get the best ideas out there, or just put ideas out there and let's pick the best one. I'm always down for that, right? It's like they say, there's never really a stupid question. It kind of falls in that same realm. I want to see all the best ideas. I need to be named college football commissioner. All 3 of us need to be on the panel, and we need to decide how this works. So the divisions, you have the West, you have the Southwest. There's the old Southwest Conference basically coming back. You have, I can't read, the Plains, the Midwest, the Northeast, the Southeast, and the South. So you end up, and then you have that underleague division. But take out the underleague division, you have, 7 right there. And if you look at the way some of these divisions are comprised, if you're on audio, please, Flaming Dragon, keep your sickness to yourself.
Thank you, bless.
If you're on audio, you need to come check out the video so you can see all these teams. We don't have time to list all of them. But just, for example, the South Division is Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Georgia Tech, Kentucky, LSU, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I thought the most interesting part about this whole situation was the rules, kind of the sub-rules underneath it with the transfers, and they're actually lowering the amount of people on the roster. Right? In college football, you get 120 people on the roster.
With
they're lowering it
walk-ons.
to 85 and lowering the scholarships.
I didn't pay as much attention to that just because those are the type of details that I think are going to, change when you allow collective bargaining with the athletes, which undoubtedly they've already admitted in this proposal you would have to. Plus, the universities would have all sorts of say. I mean, this thing's never going to happen, but something like this is the future of college football. Now, again, I still get a little bit worried that it'd be overly corporatized immediately upon signing something like this. But at the same time, they talked about the fragmented nature of college football. We as fans, we wanted a national champion. We didn't just want different conference champions. And this is the ultimate conclusion of that, because 4 playoff spots for 133 FBS teams, it's never been enough.
No,
right?
I agree.
So you need some sort of model like this.
Yeah, and even if they take a little bit out of it, it'll be worth it. Flaming, what do you think?
Man, I like it. I've always been down for the regulation system when it comes. Relegation, excuse me. I know it's like soccer. That kind of makes it a little bit weird and icky when it comes to football. But, man, I'd be down for this. I mean, does conference even matter anyways? Like, does conference even matter anymore?
Well, if we're heading toward a super league, then no, really. Where it does matter is the media rights deals and things like that. Like trying to get out of the SEC when it comes to football. You brought up Greg Sankey. That's no small task. Like that's not something that's easily done. Again, I think what you'll see is a decent amount of these proposals, and you may see a little bit of the best parts taken from these proposals and put to the final product. But when you talk about conferences matter, I don't think geography matters anymore. Not that it's not important, but obviously to the people that are making these conference realignment decisions. I mean, hell, we have Cal and Stanford who are in Palo Alto and Berkeley, California, joining the Atlantic Coast Conference. Like that doesn't exactly marry up geographically. I mean, you look at USC and UCLA going to the Big Ten, which is basically the Midwest, which in reality is really the Middle East, if we're going to be honest, of the country. So geography really doesn't matter anymore. Obviously, this would be a total breakaway, only football. I'd be interested to see what happens with the conferences in basketball. What happens like the ACC in basketball? What happens to the SEC in basketball? Do you just keep that entity there and just let football break away and become kind of its own transformer? That's the part that I find the most interesting. But make sure you hit that subscribe button. We got the phones opening at 7:15 a.m. Central, 8:15 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you get
One more little detail I forgot to mention here, because clearly they're thinking about the entire calendar year. The deck also references a college football spring festival, a series of 40 spring games played by Super League teams each April. Those games could include concerts and other auxiliary events. An apparent push towards further commercialization. Spring exhibitions are growing in popularity.
See, I want spring exhibitions, but I don't want them between Power 5 or quote-unquote Super League teams. Like if we're going to go to a 12-game regular season where you're not playing the New Mexico States and you're not playing the Furmans, like having that as a spring game, I think is fantastic. You can keep the money within the state. Auburn, UAB, Troy, Alabama. You can still set the game up how you want situationally, get everything you need out of that spring game and more because you're playing a team with a different jersey on. I think you get more out of it and you don't know their play calls. I'm not as excited about, not that it wouldn't be a good game, like if Oregon played SMU, like I don't think that'd be a bad game, but I think we can supplement and get a little bit of money to those smaller schools or those schools that may be trying to move up a division, like
the relegation league,
like your
relegation league.
Yeah, why not pit those teams against each other? I think that would be better overall. But regardless if it's college football, NHL, Major League Baseball, that sport in Italy where it's like UFC mixed with soccer, hell, even politics. If you want to be able to bet on it, our friends over at betonline.ag, they have literally everything. They give you the option to bet everything. The spreads are fantastic. The website's unbelievably easy to navigate. So if you're stuck on some of these sports books, you know which ones that I'm talking about. See them on TV all the time. You're actually messing up. The best one is betonline.ag. You help them, you help the show, and you help America. So go to betonline.ag to place your bets today. Use promo code BOOSTER, BOOSTER, for a 50% instant deposit bonus of up to $1,000. So you put in $1,000, they give you $500 extra. That's betonline.ag. Use promo code BOOSTER, BOOSTER. Bet online, where the options are endless, and so is the fun. David, describe BetOnline in one sentence or one word. Go.
Perfection. Absolutely.
Flaming Dragon, you go now. Nope, thought about it too long.
Exactly.
Ruined
I
it.
telepathically said it to the
Oh, you telepath.
Wow.
If you can hear those vibrations, just know you're in the top 1% of IQ.
Your unit game's high.
Or there's an earthquake.
welcome.
All right, let's get to the Booster Club.
All right, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you donate and it's on topic, it will get read. Unless you're Charles Dossett, then we'll wait to the end of the show every time. We're going to start off with Rob Boudreau. What is up, brother? He says, you can have a Super League and a not-so-Super League, but each need to have their own championship. Thoughts?
Well, so you're against relegation is basically what you don't like or maybe you do, and you're saying the champion of the quote-unquote, I'm going to use Group of Five and Power Five terminology because I think that's what everybody understands the best. I don't want to have to Duolingo this thing or whatever it's called. I am all for it. It's weird when you ask the Group of Five coaches, and we've had multiple on, we're going to have more on, do they want their own national championship? It's like almost split exactly down the middle. Like half do, half don't. But in reality, like, you love Georgia Southern, I love South Alabama. They're not winning the national championship right now. They're just not. This isn't college basketball. You're not going to make some Cinderella run to the Final Four, even with the 12-team playoff. So to me, I think there does need to be a breakaway between the Power Five national champion and the Group of Five national champion, the same way that the FCS doesn't play in the FBS. It's just a money thing. It's a popularity thing. It's just part of it, right? We can have mom and pops exist and Walmart and Target exist at the same time.
And in this system, they could have a championship.
No, they could, and then you
relegate
move up
up
after you.
Yeah, so here are the details on that. Again, this is just from this proposal from this venture capitalist group. The 8th division comprises 10 schools from what the deck calls the underleague, right? So that division is up with those top 80 in the Super League. The rest of the teams in college football's top tier. So that division rotates every year. 8 of the 10 teams are relegated each season and replaced by the 8 teams that play in the underleague's playoff. The rest of the underleague is organized in 8 different divisions of 7 teams, which are not detailed in this deck, but that's the league that we're talking about could have its own championship.
So they're saying that there are 8 teams out of that Super League that get relegated down and 8 from the underleague that get pulled up?
Yeah.
See, that's too much. That's too much to me. I don't know monetarily how that's going to work out with athletic departments. What I think the best way, and what we thought that the best way was, is that if you win, like the underleague, Group of Five, whatever you want to call it, has their own playoff system. If you win that national championship, you move up, and the worst ranked team in the Super League gets relegated.
So only one?
So I think only
one out of 80 teams?
Only one.
I don't think you do 8.
Huh?
8 is way too many.
Yeah,
There's some
I can probably get behind 3.
Well, and we need to go back and look at our relegation graphic that we made.
Yeah.
Did we have it set up in I think we had it set up in divisions similar to this, but it was only like 4.
See, what's really cool about this, the thing with the relegation is it's always made it a tough sell, is that, well, the conferences already have TV deals. How are you going to kick
it's the money
programs out and pull someone else new when they have a 10-year TV deal? Well, what's exciting about this is they've already set up a league, just one of them. Just one of the 8 leagues is the one that's going to have relegation in it, so that you could come up to Group of 5. I think 3 is a great number too. Like
there's some answer in the middle. I think another thing, and we talked about this during our relegation one. If you need to go back and look through the videos and find that one, if you're tuning in. One of the things we talked about was if you're an athletic department that operates like on I'm just going to use a number, $100 million budget. Right, that's what you operate in. And then you get relegated down, like, how much is that going to hurt that athletic department? Like, obviously, if you're getting moved up, great, right? Nobody's going to complain about more money. It's like tipping in Europe. They're not going to tell you no. Mm-hmm. But if you're like one of these humongous athletic departments on this huge budget.
But it won't be. Pull up that graphic again. Pull up that graphic again. Because, see, this is not a situation where, let's say, Notre Dame hires a new coach or Florida hires a new coach and they have a really bad season and they risk relegation. Because, see, those other 7 conferences are untouched. Like, you could lose every game and you're not getting moved down. It's only teams from that underleague division, which in this case here, that I think they've just listed 10 of them just as placeholders. Boise State, James Madison, Liberty, Miami of Ohio, New Mexico State, Toledo, Troy, Tulane, UNLV, and UTSA.
Interesting. Well, if you found a way around it, great.
So in that scenario, if South Alabama goes undefeated the next year and wins that underleague championship, or however you want to do it, then they would then move up to this division within the Super League.
Oh, I get it now. So that's an extra division in the Super League.
Yes.
Those teams are in the Super League.
Yes, and they could compete.
So they're not fighting to move up. They're already up.
They could compete for the 16-team playoff at the end of the season.
See, that's 10 teams there, not 8. So what, like only 2 of them stay out of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the bottom 8 of those 10 would move down to whatever is what group of 5.
Gotcha.
See?
All right, let's go to Christian Baccigaluppi. God.
That's not even close.
Spell
it.
Bacigalluppi.
Galluppi.
Bacigalluppi. Baccigaluppi?
Baccigaluppi.
Baccigaluppi. That doesn't sound better.
Baccigaluppi. That's a badass last name if that's your last name.
He said they should do a relegation tier system. 80 teams, a tier divided by location, north, south, east, west.
That's what we did. We did
first
tiers.
or last in your division, you get promoted or demoted.
Yeah.
Up or down to the next.
We did
that's
tiers. That's what we
Okay,
did.
yeah.
All right, one more.
All right, let's go to JB. He says, notice how it's not about fixing the sport. It's just all about making more money.
Well, I think that depends on the prism you look through it at. Like, if this fixed the transfer portal and gave guidelines to the transfer portal, right, that stopped it from being basically unrestricted free agency, and if this buttoned up the NIL or BNIL, the broadcast name, image, and likeness, like you meant, and that fixed that, would you not say that that's better for college football, even though we're going something like this anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just please button up the rules around it, right? Like I'm worried about the corporatization as much as you are. But if we're going to have to run into the side of this mountain, I at least want to run into the side of this mountain with some damn rules around the transfer portal and NIL.
I definitely understand his reservations.
I don't think that's
But hey, let's
crazy.
don't act like it's not a lot of money right now. They just signed an $8 billion deal with ESPN.
Yeah, with a B.
It's just amazing every time y'all talk. He already said $100 million. You said $8 billion. It's just I'm waiting for y'all's pinky.
Yeah. Well, they're not messing around with shekels. They're not playing for pizza over here.
All right, you want another one?
Yeah, let's go on.
Let's go to War Chant, #Ask the Boys. When the NCAA be nixed completely out with this Super League.
Yes, I think so. I think so.
Yeah, because
is there any mention of the NCAA in there?
No, of course not. And because, like I said, the universities would each own a percentage of these leagues, right? So not only the NCAA, but the conferences, right? Like the SEC, the Big Ten.
Yeah, there's no Big Ten there. I see no Atlantic Coast Conference. You have the West, and these aren't conferences. These are divisions within basically one super conference. So think about it like the West and the East from the SEC or Leaders and Legends or whatever the hell the Big Ten tried to pull off a couple years ago. So you got West, Southwest, Plains, Midwest, Northeast, Southeast, and South. So those are the divisions within one super conference. There is no Mountain West, right? There's just West. Hell, there's not even Mountain. Which, again, this isn't as... Can you imagine somebody bringing this up 10 years ago? The looks that you would have gotten.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what in God's name are you talking about? Mm-hmm. So it's interesting, but we want to know what you think. Keep letting us know in the chat. Remember, if you donate and it's on topic, Flaming Dragon will read it. We appreciate all the donations. Let's get to the NHL playoffs here.
All right, Stanley Cup playoffs start this weekend. We've got the Canes hosting the Islanders on Saturday, and we got the Bruins hosting the Maple Leafs on Saturday. And then on Sunday, Panthers host Lightning in an all-Sunshine State matchup. Rangers going to host the Caps after they got in on that empty netter the other day, I believe. All right, Winnipeg's going to host Colorado, and Vancouver's going to host Nashville. So that's it for Saturday and Sunday.
First off, let's go Preds.
Let's go Preds, man.
Let's go
Plus
Preds.
124 right now.
Hot had that 18-point streak. You want to talk about? We talk about this in the NFL. We talk about this basically in every sport. You want to get hot at the right time. And nobody has gotten hotter at the right time than the Nashville Predators, which is just, we got to come up with a better mascot than that. It's just my opinion. But no, if I'm the Canucks, I'm worried right now. Here's what I think. The Panthers caught lightning in the bottle last year, right? Snuck in, went on the run. I don't think they make it out of the first round this year.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. You know, they've obviously played well. They haven't been the underdogs this year after making that run in the Stanley Cup. I'm riding with the Leafs. I'm riding with the Leafs because of our guy, Kirk.
Really?
I'm riding. All right, listen, I know they haven't done really... I mean, everybody's celebrating when they made it out of the first round last year. Like, I'm riding with them. Like, sign me up. Let's do it. I'm going with the Leafs, Kirk. I'm with you.
So they are going off at, let's see, for this round one that we talked about yesterday at plus 110 right now to beat Boston.
Look, the Bruins, these are two teams that find ways to screw it up when you get into the postseason. So,
man, I want to hop on the Maple Leafs train. I just can't do it, man.
You just can't do it?
I can't. I mean, I can't after what happened.
Oh, yeah. You can't. You can't do it.
I can't do it.
So you're Boston minus 130 right now?
Yeah, but I mean, to win it all, why would I not pick the Canes? Like, why would I not pick the Canes to win it all?
Yeah, I mean, that's smart. That's
plus 650 right now to win it all. I'm pretty sure the second team's the Panthers. You brought up there the first and second odds to win the Stanley Cup. It's hard for me not to pick the Canes in this situation. They look the best.
How about the Rangers, man? The Rangers have been one of the best teams all year. I'll tell you what else I like this weekend. The Toronto-Boston over 5.5 goals.
Is that your best bet this weekend?
That's one of my best this weekend.
I will say I do have the Panthers losing in the first round, but I have them winning game one. I've got the Panthers and the Rangers both money line in game one at plus 175. You need to head on over to betonline.ag. Go ahead and lock that one in. But I tell you, man, the playoffs were crazy last year. They always are when you get in the Stanley Cup playoffs. But I'm telling you, man, I'm riding with the Leafs, right? And at the end of the day, who the hell knows? This is one of the wildest postseasons that there is, and I can't wait. I mean, I'm going to be watching it tomorrow.
Okay, so here you could put some futures on the whole series props. So the Canes obviously minus 340.
Yep.
Canucks minus 150. You could get the Preds right now to win the series at plus 130.
Which, to be honest with you, I thought it would be higher than that. I thought the odds would be stacked against the Preds even more. That shows you how well the Preds are playing. And if I'm the Canucks right now, it's like playing that hot Fairleigh Dickinson team, right, in the first round. You get a little worried because they're playing with house money.
Dallas has been playing great, too, so they're minus 140 to win their series. You could get the Maple Leafs right now plus 105 to get out of the first round.
I love it. I feel like it's a pick 'em anyway with the Bruins. Who do you guys got? What is your best bet this weekend for the NHL? We've got, 2 on Saturday, David, and 4
on Sunday, and then a couple next week, which we'll highlight.
Which I love the way, and I think Brian brought this up when he called in yesterday. I love the way that the Stanley Cup playoffs are structured from when games get played. It's like there's a game getting played on every night, basically. There's not this 4-day window where we have to wait. Now, football, obviously, you can't be playing games every 3 days. I get that. But like the NBA, you hit these lulls, right? In March Madness, you go from weekend to weekend, so there's that week in between. Not saying it's the worst thing, but I just love the way the Stanley Cup playoffs are structured where I feel like we're getting games all the time. So
I love it.
That's again, Panthers, Rangers, game one, money line at plus 175. All right, remember the phone lines are going to open here at 7:15 a.m. Central. Let me look at the clock. That gives us about 18 minutes. We want your calls. Again, if the line's busy, when we take a call, the line will open up and you'll be able to answer it. Let's get back to the Booster Club quickly. And then we're going to introduce a new segment that we're going to be doing on Fridays.
All right, let's go to Michael from Texas. He says Dallas, Carolina in the finals, and I think I'm leaning Carolina.
I like that.
Look, Dallas, you would not be crazy to sprinkle some on Dallas to win the Cup.
All right, let's go to Avs fan in oil country. He says, I'm loving my Avs this year. Shout out to Kirk, rolling with the Leafs too. Big prayers out for Kirk. He's in the hospital right now.
No way.
Heart issue.
Well,
feel better, bud.
Well, it's Stanley Cup playoff time, Kirk. I get it. I get it.
Praying for you, bud.
Rest up, buddy.
All right, let's go to QA. What's up, man? He says, Oilers all the way. The Panthers are going to be hard to beat. Nashville peaked too early. They still had 10-plus games left and worked great down the stretch.
I know, but like if you're Nashville, again, you're playing with house money. Like especially the way the year started, nobody really gave you a shot in hell. So you made the playoffs. You got hot late. Last 10 games, you weren't as hot as the previous 10, but you still got to feel good about where you're at. Now, when it comes to, he's talking about the Oilers. Is that who he's talking about? See, this is what makes it so great. Like, I could see all these teams going on a run. But the Panthers, I'm telling you, there is no more underdog. I talked about this with Colorado a little bit yesterday. Like, you're not in college football. You're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. Like, and Colorado didn't have the run that the Panthers did all the way to the finals last year. But there's no more, it's the Panthers. All right, let's just go out there. Let's throw our helmet out there and we'll rock and roll and win. No, you're playing the Panthers now. You're like, okay, these guys made the Stanley Cup Finals last year. We better get our stuff together. We got to go out there and play like they're the greatest team of all time.
Yeah. Let's go to Iceman 37. He says, not enough people are talking about the Vegas Golden Knights Am I crazy to put a little scratch on them to win it all at plus 1,200?
Yeah, they're defending champs, man.
I mean, well, I feel like every time you get out of that first 2 years of the expansion, like you kind of fall back to the mean, to the average. No, but again, it goes back to my point. Whether it's the Stars, whether it's the Oilers, whether it's the Leafs, whether it's the Panthers, whether it's whether it's Vegas, the Golden Knights, or it's the Avalanche. Like, you could sit here and legitimately make a logical and rational argument about why this team is going to hold Lord Stanley's trophy at the end.
And the Golden Knights to get out of the first round against the Stars, you could get right now plus 120.
Man, interesting.
All right, let's go to Mr. I Love Hockey. Loving all the hockey people in here right now. Said, is it just me, or does it always come down to whose goalie plays the best in the post?
Yeah, with any time, right, that there is, we talk about offense sells tickets, defense wins championships. Well, at the end of the day, the goalie is your last line of defense. Like, if that's your red zone, right, to use a football analogy. You don't score, you don't win. But again, I Love Hockey guy, I'll never understand why you don't. If you hired me to be an NHL head coach tomorrow of any team, I am going to one of these influencers that are so fat they can't fit on the plane. Like, we need to make the plane bigger so I can get on it, right? And I'm saying, listen, how much money are you making now? Okay, I'll double it, and we will wedge you into this goal. You don't even have to move. You can eat Oreos and chicken fingers during the game. I'll give them to you. Let's just jam you in the goal, right? The only rule is the length of the pads, right? Hell, I don't even have to give some of these people pads. Just give them a face mask. Won't be able to feel it anyway. So, like, I don't understand. Some genius is I'll moneyball this whole thing. I'll Jonah Hill the whole NHL. They'll be like, Jake, oh my God, you guys just went undefeated all year in hockey, and nobody scored. And the goalie didn't even break a sweat. Didn't even break a sweat.
Well, he broke a sweat, but...
Well, maybe from eating those chicken fingers so
Twinkies. Talking about the goal, until that happens, though, that's another reason why I like the Rangers a lot.
I mean, skinny goalies.
Just Sturkin in goal, man.
Tough. It's like short centers. What are we doing?
Let's go to King Arthur 1911. He says, look, fellas, I know it's a long shot, but go Caps. I think we might be able to turn it out this year.
Could the Caps be the Panthers of this year?
No.
Right. No, I don't think so either. I don't think so either. All right, one more, then I want to get to this.
Let's go to William Fowler. What's up, William? Says, look, so excited for the playoffs. Is it just me, or is it nice to be able just to go home and turn on some playoff hockey? Boys, loving the show. Let's get it going.
It is. I mean, we've got the Stanley Cup Playoffs. We've got the best part of the NBA, which, by the way, the NBA had the lowest regular season TV network ratings in history.
For the playing games or the regular season?
No, for the regular season.
Oh, regular season.
Like overall, which, again, I'll continue to say I think politics killed the NBA. But the NBA playoffs, fun to watch. It's a much better product than the regular season, like most postseasons are when compared to regular seasons. But I'll tell you what's not regular, having a mix of both comfort and style. Typically, you got to sacrifice that nowadays.
How do I get both?
Wow, David, what an interesting and intriguing question. I have an answer for you. The answer is Mack Weldon. What is Mack Weldon, you ask? Well, it's the greatest clothing company in the history of the world. All right, I should just end the ad read there, but I'm not. Again, you don't have to sacrifice comfort for style. They make timeless apparel with modern performance fabrics for guys who want to look and feel sharp without sacrificing the comfort. Doesn't matter if you're a human being or a flaming dragon, they can make the clothes that you love the best. Framing Dragon, Framing Dragon. They have a full range of clothes that never go out of style, from their light as air underwear. I mean, they got Dr. Seuss writing these ads. It's fantastic. To their anti-odor tees, you can look good and not stink. Their Ace collection is on another level. Crew neck sweatshirt. David, tell them about what you got.
Look, I already told him. Look, I got the crew neck sweatshirt. I got the polo. I got the
joggers,
boxer briefs, and the joggers, because no pants ever fit me right off the rack. So tall guys out there, order these now. The clothes are absolutely awesome. And Jake, I know that they're awesome, but can people save money?
Oh, David, once again, an unbelievably intriguing and awesome question. If you go to MackWeldon.com right now, that's MackWeldon.com, you can get 20% off your first order, David, with promo code BOOSTER, BOOSTER. That's MackWeldon.com, Promo code BOOSTER, BOOSTER, MACKWELDON.com. Use promo code BOOSTER. Get 20% off. With Mac Weldon, you can be the Big Mac. Yes. All right, I'm excited about this new segment. And then we're getting to It's Mid.
Yeah.
We get It's Mid this week.
We do.
What a way to close the week.
What a way to
great day.
And you better hit that subscribe button.
You better.
All right, you better. All right, or the dragon gets.
You better.
Hey, I love your intensity. Let's bottle that for this next segment. So, David, I'm going to let you introduce this because this was your idea. I think it's a hilarious idea. And if you're on audio, you're going to have to watch the video for this to make sense.
You're going to have to watch the video.
Tell everybody what we got.
New segment idea, wanna bet. Look, the three of us were competitors by nature.
Yes.
Gamblers by heart.
Yes.
So we need to just gamble more.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's the answer. It's like Flaming Dragon says, you got a gambling problem?
Don't worry.
Don't worry. We're about to win it all back.
Ched, okay? This is very simple. This first edition of the Wanna Bet is very, very simple. We're each going to throw up 3 videos to show to the other guys. The goal is for each guy not to laugh at the other videos being shown. Whoever laughs the most loses, which we need the chat to tell us what the punishment's going to be for this segment.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about paintball gun again. I'm down. I'm going to tell you right now, I will do a lot. I'm not eating that hot chip again.
Look,
okay? Knowles, Davies, Wall, everybody out there, right? I'm not doing it again. You'll have to, I would rather you set me on fire. Literally light me on
that thing must have been bad. That thing must have been bad.
Y'all really need to eat it one time.
No, I don't think
Just to
so,
see. Yeah, I think you should. Actually, you know what?
Right?
That should be the
I had to eat whatever poison they brought from Australia.
Vegemite?
Yeah.
Vegemite's not that bad.
I will eat a tub of
You're supposed to only eat a
Vegemite.
little bit. They put it over a sandwich like a peanut butter.
I will
know.
bathe in Vegemite before I have to eat that Bill Nye the Science Guy ass chip that I had to eat. That was
Bill Nye's
awful.
not even a
And
real
then I had to go
scientist.
get my passport. I walked into the passport place, surprised they didn't think I was a terrorist, because that's how disheveled I was. Like, here we go. This is the moment.
So would you rather the robots bring you the chips, or would you rather eat the hot chip challenge? Which one? You got to pick.
You gotta choose.
I'll fight the robots.
Wow,
If you're ever gonna fight them, now's the time to get them.
Now's the time to get. What are
They're
you
only
going
bringing
to
out
do? Beat
chips
me
and
up with your
salsa.
heat lamp? Come on, dude. I got thoughts and I
get
use
'em-
my
get 'em
hands.
early.
The only thing I worried about is they start turning other electronic things.
That's what
against
worries me.
you, right?
Like
Then it's a movie.
why?
Like the Transformers movie. Next thing you know, you're fighting a vending machine.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to go home and fight a toaster.
No.
You know, like I don't want to have to.
With the heart of Snickers, man.
Yeah, it's just why am I
Dragon
fighting
said-
why am I fighting my
Yeah,
Apple?
why did my car just start? Like, just like he said, why
Are
are
their
you
feet
fighting
chopping over there on a punishment?
Hey, they're getting it rolling. They're getting it rolling. Ooh, the loser has to get a spray tan. Ooh. Ooh,
the highest level.
That's pretty good though. That's pretty good.
So are y'all going to judge back there on what constitutes a laugh? That's because that's where it's going to get tricky, I feel.
You gotta watch.
You
You
know?
can't close your eyes.
Yeah, we'll know it when we
Like,
see
what's
it,
a
and
laugh?
I'll
What's
call
the
you
difference?
out.
Okay.
Okay, so whose video?
Who's starting, though?
First? Let's play Flaming Dragons.
You want to play mine first?
Let's play Flaming Dragons first.
Is it?
Oh my God.
Are these appropriate?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, okay, all right. Let's go
You're
ahead
already laughing,
and
though.
play. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let
Hold
me
on,
gather my.
I gotta
composure.
get ready.
God, if
too.
I laugh at him?
Yeah, no,
Your
you
own
can
vids?
laugh. You
No,
can laugh.
okay.
All right. I'm ninja focus. Ninja focus. Let's go.
Please don't knock those together. No.
Holy shit!
Bobby, stop! Bobby, stop!
Do not move! Do not move! What is wrong with Laura? Are you dumb? How are you laughing at this? I'm blown away.
We decided that's a laugh. Yeah, he's laughing. Well done, David.
Thank you, God. What is this guy doing, though?
My brother. This is already a bad idea. This is already a bad. If you're on audio, the only way I can describe what I just saw was
Oh, God.
some person who has a mental disability just tried to, like,
did he? I didn't
when
even
you
know.
smash the canned
I
beers.
love
and then
it.
you
What a
drink them.
dog.
He smashed the 2 bottled beers and then let out a noise that I don't even know.
I had to go to a different place to not laugh
dude,
at that.
I loved we came up with this.
What else you got over there?
Okay. Oh, God, this is only going to get worse.
I don't know what it is. Hold on.
Hola, soy Dora. Can you say puedes hacerme un sándwich? That means, can you make me a sandwich in
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
crap!
Nope. No laugh. She got hit in the face with a sandwich.
I
Funny,
don't even know you did
but not nearly as
didn't
funny
know.
as what we just saw.
Look,
All right,
I
let's go to the
said
next.
I didn't say that. I always said 2. I'm gonna be honest. Hey, next, close your eyes. Can we get the next one? Hey,
Close my eyes. Okay.
Close. All right, my eyes are closed.
Are we ready for the next one?
Can't.
I knew you were gonna do it. This way. This way is my favorite part.
Is it? Was that Helen Keller singing Thunderstruck? Boy, it was fun having a show out here, man.
David
was
had
fun.
strong.
It was a great.
Oh, dude,
It
this
was-
is great. Oh, this is great.
I can't believe you. You're terrible, man.
Well, that ticket to hell's been punched. Okay,
Terrible.
let's go ahead
How'd
and bring
we
up
do?
mine. Let's
How'd
go
we
ahead.
do?
Jake laughed twice, and Cone, right now for our rules, you did not laugh. So
Okay, good.
you're saying
Congrats,
strong.
David.
crying, though.
Psycho. That's all right. Here we go. Here's mine. Pay attention, Flaming.
Everyone! Hey! I've got great news! My sister's having a baby! I'm gonna be a dad! I'm gonna be a dad!
Oh, that's bad. I love how the whole party boat goes, yeah, that's my sister's pregnant. And,
The bad part is I felt like that's what was
that's
coming.
good.
oh, for sure.
I'm going to be a dad.
All right,
Good
play
one.
the second one.
Is that an Alabama guy?
Shut up, dude.
Play it.
17th and wants to go Arte.
It's a one-legged golfer. Watch the in. Watch the hop.
Incredible, isn't
That's
it?
incredible.
That is incredible. He's way better than me.
He cashed it.
Yeah, that's
He
what I'm
made it?
saying.
What are you doing? I figured it out. This whole time, my equilibrium's been off. Juan Postiago has one leg. Maybe I need one leg. Lose the leg, lose the bogeys, baby.
In the arms of the angel.
The first two were me. The third one, that was pretty good though. That's pretty good.
Oh God, I lost.
Yeah. What's the scoreboard looking like?
Blaine has lost twice now. And then you guys are 2, and then Kona's 1.
Okay. All right, David, these are yours.
Who's it? This isn't mine.
This is Jake's third that we had to pull.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Knocked out cold. Nothing.
Pretty good.
Good.
That was good. That was good.
All right, David. Let's see what you got.
Before we do that, yeah, we're 2 Blaine, 2 Jake, 1 David.
I'm locking it in.
Okay, so this one of mine. All right, yeah, run this one for these guys here.
No. David. So a guy sat on a stool with a circle as a chair and it popped through. And
Is he laughing?
The
You can't cover his face.
You can't cover your face. Blaine.
can't cover
Remove
your
hands
face.
immediately.
I couldn't tell what was happening, so that pole went, oh no.
Oh man! All right,
He
next
got
one.
pride knighted.
He did.
All right, play it. No.
I've never seen a springboard break like that.
No way that's real. There's no way that's real.
There's no way.
There's no way that's real.
There's no way.
A gymnast just hit a springboard and went flying over the little horse thing, whatever they call it.
Oh.
You win.
Oh, God.
He won.
Yeah, you win 100. That should actually be a sport.
Dude.
No. are these dwarves. David, that's not fair. It's against. Do it.
Oh, God.
That should be against the rules. Leave the little people out of it.
All right,
I lost.
At this.
I lost too. David, 100%.
Oh, man.
That was good. I like that. I knew the Helen Keller Thunderstruck was coming. I can't not laugh.
Can you play the shot put one more time?
Boy broke the beers in the pool.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The music. It's an olive on a pizza. Oh, good. Fun. Good time.
Oh,
good
man.
Times.
Oh,
all right.
man.
Let's get back to the Booster Club here. We got 1 minute till the phone lines are open. 1-855-236-3228. Oh, my gosh. All right. Flaming.
All right, let's go to a recast. He says, loser has to place whatever bet the Booster Club says, not the amount, just which bet. I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that. Let's go to CW. Says, Blaine, I'm going to be honest. That video sounded more like Anne Frank than Helen Keller.
Interesting.
A lot going on.
I didn't think her diary sounded like that.
Let's go to Sweet Baby Bird Dog. He said, this segment is great. Instantly my favorite, fellas. Do it every day.
Yeah, we need to do it every Friday. I'm excited. We got It's Mid, too. It's just it's a palooza.
Let's go to WF. He says, if you cover your face, you're a coward, and it automatically counts as one.
I agree with
What's
that.
the rules and regs to this?
No,
That's
you
a good-
can't
that's a
cover
good
your
rule.
face.
Yeah,
We're
we said you
figuring
can't
this
cover
out.
your face. We said that. So we'll figure
we
it out.
said
and
that. Stop breaking the rules.
I'll have hard and
Stupid
fast rules
idiot.
soon.
All right, let's go to Mr. Bacon. What a name. He says, we need to get to the point where we let some fans send in a video so y'all each get to react, and the Booster Club counts as
See, this is why we do these things, because y'all come up with these fantastic
Trial and error. Trial and error.
What did they say? What did Thomas Edison say when they said, "Oh man, you tried to make a light bulb 1,000, took you 1,000 times"? He said, "No, it didn't take me 1,000 times to make a light bulb. I found out 999 ways not to make a light bulb."
I love that.
Thank you.
They should send them to Justine and Skylar so that we can't see them.
Yes.
So we can't see the video.
I like that.
All right, let's go to Finley. What is up, Finley? He says, I'm worried about David. All his videos had people getting hurt.
My guy at the end, he's making pizza.
Look, there's a dark.
He made that pizza.
side of Cone. We actually need to get this out. All right. Cone is an incredible human being. There's a lot of light in there. But right, there's a yin, there's a yang.
There is a yin and a yang.
There's a little bit of darkness in there.
I object. I mean, first of all, the first guy who went, we don't know if he was hurt. He may have liked that. Sitting on that. I don't know.
He went face first into the judges' table there.
Oh, that was the second guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The first guy sat on the stool.
Yeah, that's the worst of all three of them.
We don't know if he's hurt.
Second
of all, the guy who flew into the judges' table, you're a winner. That's what it took to win. And the third guy's making a pizza.
Listen, as somebody who's been to a lot of tables here recently, it don't feel great.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Llama. He says, I have an idea for a new segment. Says Deep Thoughts with Jay Crane.
Look, I'll be your Jack Handy. Look, I'll do that. Look, I've got a lot of deep thoughts. All right, and I need to sit down and just write them all. I need to write them down because I have some. It's like do Siamese twins get 2 chances to make a first impression? Like, you want to know how to catch all the serial killers? Find people that run in a collared shirt.
You see what you've done?
Who's the loneliest people in the world? Single bisexuals.
Yeah.
You have the biggest
the
biggest group to date. If you're single,
I get that.
It's probably you.
I get that. But can you trust somebody that exercises in a collared shirt?
No.
Like, I've seen people running
like people who wear jeans to golf course.
Well, there's this guy who runs around in my neighborhood with a collared shirt, and I've almost called the cops like 5 times. He's done nothing wrong except running a collared shirt. I'm like, have people been gone missing, like around this area? Like,
That's
I think
weird.
I know where they're at.
I mean, like, is a rhinoceros just a rhinosaurus? And we just mispronounce it.
Ty Smith says deep thought.
Rhinoceros?
Deep Thought Thursday.
Is that what it is?
You're a monster.
I just
deep thought. Ty Smith says Deep Thought Thursdays.
Let's get deep with Jay Crane.
I like that. On another note here, and I did see this. Let's go to Max A. He said, "Did anyone see the new Lions jersey? They're bringing back the black uniforms, and they look dope.
Are they really?
They're sick. Our buddy Mark Ryan, who was at the Fan Upstate, he's now, I think, at 97.5 the ticket or 100.5 the ticket. I'm not sure. Big radio station in Detroit. He was talking about this yesterday, and some people didn't like the black unis. I think the black unis are unbelievably hard. Look at those. Those are
come on.
It's like North Carolina.
God, sign me on
They're like North Carolina.
Sign me on a
That's
one-day
exactly
contract.
Right. All of a sudden, why are we playing even better?
Yeah.
Like, you got to look good to play good. All right, we're going to get back to the Booster Club, but the return.
Come on!
It's not great. It's not horrible.
Come on!
You know what it is?
Come on, chat.
It's mid. It is mid.
Oh, wow.
Oh, David,
wow.
look at you,
Oh, wow, Dave.
A gentleman and a scholar.
Look at you.
Getting that podium.
Look at you, just a giver today.
You are.
That darkness, and you're trying to cover it up, aren't you?
Look, sometimes you got to share the light. Sometimes it's Patricia. Sometimes it's the little kid.
All right, play that graphic. Welcome to It's Mid. It's been a while, chat. Look, a lot of things have been mid since the last time I've done this segment. So if this gets a little long-winded, trust me, I don't care. First up, the Masters.
Whoa.
I know.
Huh?
I know. I can feel you yelling at me behind the screen. As great as the atmosphere was, fathers and sons, pimentos and cheese, I found myself at a Masters party on that Sunday feeling like something's missing. At no point on Sunday was I on edge. I was on the edge of my seat. Felt like it was over right before it started. I know you can't blame Scotty. Hell, I don't even blame most of the field. But there's one person you can blame. And that's Hideki Matsuyama. My Karate Kid. Rush Hour 7. Me and you escaped from Augusta. Sounds right, doesn't it? I don't want your apologies or the me so sorries. I'm not going to get upset. Hell, I'm not even going to get mad. I've grown past that. It's like the old Chinese proverb says. It's only when a mosquito lands on your balls that you realize there's always a way to solve problems without violence. That's one of my favorite proverbs. I'll repeat it. Can we go back up?
What did he say?
This is for you, David.
Okay, this is shaping up to
Like
be the
the old Chinese proverb says.
Listen, David.
It's only when a mosquito lands on your balls that you realize there's always a way to solve problems without violence. God, so true. Next on the menu, Los Angeles. That place sucks. Let's get one thing straight. The basketball games, the sponsors we met were fantastic. But it's really Gotham City with no Batman.
True.
The Walking Dead, an episode of Fallout. I couldn't get home quick enough. I'm done with it with LA and flying on airplanes for a while. But the good news is, if I want to go somewhere where it smells shitty and everyone thinks there's always right, Tuscaloosa is just a short drive away. That's my
Wow. Masterclass.
Thank you.
Masterclass.
They said, calm down, Confucius.
Yeah. On that note, the phone lines are open. 1-855-236-3228. Man, that the Chinese proverb one got me. And on that note, let's get back to the Booster Club. And David, you tell me when you're ready for calls.
All right.
Okay, let's go to Amelia, Ireland. She says, mid is better than what LA actually deserves. Look, I've been out there, wasn't a fan.
I couldn't I couldn't live out there. First, just because of the traffic. I know the traffic in Nashville isn't great, but good Lord. I mean, the patience you people must have. Mm-hmm. I am not trying to sit in the car for an hour and a half to go 12 miles. I mean, that was insane. Yeah. Outside of that, I mean, look, there were some parts of LA that were really cool. Going to the Comedy Store was really cool. Bobby Lee and those guys, that was cool. But man, I don't think I could live out there, man. I mean, the homeless.
It used to be awesome, man. So
looking
much
at those
potential.
encampments, that stuff is wild.
Sad.
Man. I lived in Atlanta.
For a once proud city.
It's sad.
All right, let's go to The Caddy. God, what a name. It says, Blaine, I don't know if you know, but the new game that came out, EA Road to the Masters, I've played it, and right when I started playing, the first thing they asked me were for my pronouns.
No way.
What's your thoughts?
Wow.
That's crazy.
On the there's a Masters game?
There's an EA called EA Road to the Masters.
How have I not?
Well, apparently it's terrible. You got rated 2 out of 10 stars. So any game that EA makes right now is not good. See, that's why a lot of people worry about the college football game.
If y'all blow this
That's
college
coming
football game, I will personally go down to that place.
And if the
We will
Masters are going
protest
woke,
EA
then
Sports.
we're in trouble.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're definitely not. So I don't know if that had anything to do with the Masters or who made the game. It was EA?
it was EA.
Yeah, there's your problem.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to, oh, trust me, it's Dank. What a name. It says, fellas, I knew you used to be in Atlanta. Now you're in Nashville. Which one do you prefer and why?
Great question. Listen, I lived in Marietta, right, which is basically a suburb of Atlanta, but we did the show in the College Football Hall of Fame downtown back when it was the J-Boy show. And being in downtown Atlanta, I'm going to be honest with you, was like going through a war zone, pretty much, if we're going to be honest. Got a car broken into. I mean, I saw carjackings all the time. It was crazy. In Nashville, the traffic is better, right? But where I'm at now, it's similar in proximity to where Marietta was to downtown Atlanta. I can do the city thing if I want. I can do the outskirts thing, the fallout thing if I want. But I like Nashville because there's just not 4 million people packed in.
Yeah, I love Atlanta. I spent 11 great years there. A lot of friends and family still back over there. But we couldn't ask for a better situation.
No, look, give me Nashville all day.
All right, let's go to the college guru. He wants to know if the new college football game has woke stuff in it, will you still play it?
Yes. Can I lie to you?
We're going to go protest. We're gonna
Yeah.
go protest.
I mean, what's going to be? How's it going to be woke? Is the cover going to be like RG3 kissing like somebody else? Like what's?
I heard they're thinking about that.
Wouldn't be shocked.
All right, let's go to a $5 donation from CD Nighthawk. Said, I opened my computer to take notes and prepares to write a scathing review of Blaine It's Mid, but I begrudgingly must agree with him today. LA is disgusting.
Thank you. Look, and listen, your notes and constructive criticisms are taken truly. We need a suggestion box.
Constructive compliments.
And destructive compliments.
All right, boys, phone lines are full.
Let's get to
You
it.
ready?
Come on.
Let's go to Michael in Texas. We got a Pongo alert.
Yeah.
And yes,
Mike.
Pongo. Michael, what's up?
Happy Friday morning, fellas.
Hey,
probably been a month since I last called in.
I know. That under's looking good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That under's looking good, isn't it?
I'm going to get him going, Mike. Don't worry. It's all about timing.
Nah. I'm locked.
I said there's still about half an hour left. There's plenty of time, but I wanted to talk to you guys yesterday about. I heard about last week you guys brought up hockey, or not hockey, but toughest sport to play, and I think golf and baseball came up and how tough those sports are to play. I just want to say I think hockey probably beats both. You talk about the hand-eye coordination these players have with the stick and the puck.
Yeah.
The goalie's trying to make every save when it's chaos around with like half a dozen people in front of them.
Yep.
And not to mention that, you're doing this all on skate.
Yeah.
Have any of y'all tried to ice skate before?
Yeah. Listen, I used to go to Lambert Skate Center and I'd have the 4 wheels, right? Now I've rollerbladed before. The kid, we can get on the streets and put the pads on and figure it out. But Michael, I want to throw this at you. I think overall, the hardest sport to play is hockey. Like, I think overall, when you put all of it together, when we have to do the hardest one is hockey. That's why I continue to say, everybody talks about, oh, this is the hardest sport to referee. This is the hardest sport to official. Hockey's the hardest sport to official because you got to find guys that can skate. Like, you can see there's a bunch of people that can sit there on the third baseline and say, you're out, right? Or even that have enough conditioning to run up and down in a football and a basketball game. But being able to skate and officiate, that's a totally different animal. That's a smaller pool. But I will say, if we're going to take out instances, like the hardest single thing to do, I think controlling a golf ball or hitting a 90-mile-per-hour pitch in an instance, not in aggregate, right? But in an instance is the hardest thing to do. But overall, hockey from a conditioning standpoint, from a having to skate standpoint, from a hand-eye coordination standpoint, and to be honest with you, Michael, having all that stuff on it while you're having to do all of it, not just the goalie, you're basically wearing football equipment with skates on. I do agree with that.
Yep. All right. Great points. So, playoffs. I know you guys are riding the Leafs. And me personally, I grew up near Toronto. So I grew up a Leafs fan in the early 2000s. But I'm going to quote you, Jake. When I've watched you long enough, I believe who you are.
Yeah.
The Maple Leafs, last year was different because they made out the first round, and especially they're playing against Boston. Boston, you mentioned yesterday, they haven't beat them since 1953.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. Boston was the President's Trophy winner last year. They lose to Florida in 7 games. I would not be surprised if Boston just goes on an absolute tear.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking the same.
Kind of a revenge tour.
All the way to the
a little less hyped up this year.
Yeah, well, we kind of see this too in other realms, right? In other sports. Purdue loses a first-round game, gets upset in the first round, gets embarrassed, comes back, makes the national championship game. Virginia gets knocked out by UMBC, first ever 16 seed. To beat a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. What does Virginia do? They got lucky because that was a double dribble against Auburn. That's a story for another day. They come back and win the Natty the next year. But no, listen, what makes these playoffs great is that there is no Scott Scheffler in this one, right? There is no UConn basketball in this one, right? You can sit here and we can talk about, oh, well, this is quote unquote the best team, but anything can happen and nothing would surprise me in these playoffs.
I hope that's the case, but I say my prediction. I think it is going to be Dallas, Carolina in the finals.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I haven't watched Carolina much, but I watched Dallas quite a bit since I live close there. And my wife is a big Stars fan, and Stars, they got that nice mix of the young talent with the veteran depth, and Andre, the goalie, he's pretty solid. So I would not be surprised to see Dallas make it all the way to the finals this year.
Me either, Michael. Well, man, I'm never surprised. I'm never surprised when you have a great call in either, man.
Thanks, Michael.
Great call, Mike.
Appreciate it. All right, let's go to Kirk in Canada. Kirk, how you feeling, man?
Kirk.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm feeling actually good. It's just that the old heart's not beating regularly, but yeah.
Well, it's playoff time. It's understandable, Kirk. It's playoff time.
Well, I looked at my cardiologist. I said, you do know I had a $50 bet with Flaming Dragon for 8.5 months.
Yeah.
And he goes,
that'll do it to you.
Well,
that'll do it.
He goes, oh, okay. Well, yeah, for sure. Without a doubt. Are you at the hospital right now, or are you back at home?
No, I'm at the hospital. The ambulance is going to be here in a minute to take me to a different hospital to run some different tests. But
God, you're a soldier.
I actually I don't feel bad. It just the heart just won't go back to beating the way it's supposed to. But I forgot to mention yesterday. I don't know, Blaine, if you heard the Flyers picked up 2 new players the other day. Did you hear?
No, I didn't. I kind of zoned out when we didn't make the playoffs and lost my bet. So it's kind of a I hate you right now situation.
Well, they got 2 new players, Summeroff and Tee-Off.
Summeroff and Tee-Off.
You know what, Kirk? I'll take that. Pour it all over me.
Yeah, Kirk, listen, you
pour
get
it
your
all
victory
over me,
lap.
Kirk. That's fine.
I want to see him get real angry.
That's fine. I can take that.
I want to see him
else?
get real angry.
Take your best shot, Kirky.
Kirk, I'm riding with the Leafs, man. I'm riding with them. All right? We're in this thing together. All right? It's me and you. It's the trust tree.
It's we got an uphill battle, but if Samsonov plays the way he can, then I think we can go to the final. But it's going to really depend upon our goaltending.
And listen, it starts with the first step out of the door tomorrow. That's what it starts with. First step out of the door.
That's right.
Let's go take care of business. Look, are the Maple Leafs kind of choke artists? A little bit. Is Boston, are they kind of choke artists? Yeah, a lot. So I don't know. I feel like it's even Stevens.
Yeah, I hope that usually there is something to what the last caller just said about when you get ousted in the first round, you kind of come back with a fire in your belly the second year. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time, but we'll see. It's going to be good hockey. I said it yesterday. I'll say it today. There are going to be 8 very, very good teams eliminated in the very first round. And sometimes it just comes down to a bounce in overtime. Like, it's going to be good. It's going to be awesome. Love it. Playoff hockey, new season.
Definitely, man. Well, hey, get better,
Kirky.
Oh, go ahead, Kirk.
Thanks. I just have one request for my Leafs. Just win. No. All I ask is that they don't lose the last game that they play.
That's
15 teams are going to lose.
Yep.
15 teams are going to lose the last game they play. 1 team isn't.
Yeah, well, the Flyers didn't. That's the way I see it. But now, Kirk, hope you feel better, buddy.
Yeah, Kirk.
Make sure that ambulance driver drives good. It's playoff time.
All right. Thanks, Kirk. Feel better, man.
Thanks.
All right, let's go to King Don in Little Rock, Arkansas. King Don, what's up?
Hello. Hi, David, Flaming, and Choirmaster. How are y'all doing?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not in the choir, and I'm not in a gay choir. I'm not even in a straight choir.
Well, there's no such thing as that last one. But anyways.
I'm in an a cappella group. It's called Here Comes Treble.
Well, I don't know if you've actually watched the show, but Andy has he has a couple questions. Anyways, but yesterday you asked your wife to prove that you're not a French spy. And in order to do that, she said this call comes from the red, white, and blue. I don't know if you know this, but France's flag colors are also red, white, and blue, which makes perfect sense because only a French spy could have such terrible movie takes as Dune Part 2 is mid.
I didn't. Whoa, King Don. On the first one, you are actually correct. And when I talked to her after the show, she was like, I wonder if people thought I was talking about the French flag because it is red, white, and blue. So that's a great catch.
I wouldn't know.
The second one is, you're talking about what I said yesterday and then in All Access. I did not say Dune 2 was mid. I did not say it was mid. I just said it wasn't great. It was good. It was She-Wolf. It's a good strawberry beer. Y'all overhyped it. No. Y'all overhyped it. And yes, I'm talking to you, Dragon.
Oh, I'm waiting.
You sat here and you overhyped it. It's the greatest movie of all time. Oh, it's better than The Dark Knight. Man, you got to be kidding me. If I want to watch Zendaya go around and try and act sexy and be weird, I'll just turn on Euphoria and try not to throw up every 20 minutes.
I don't know why you're so stuck on the Zendaya.
I just can't take her serious.
And I appreciate all the people who came out in support of how good Dune 2 was.
You always appreciate.
I really appreciate all the
Jake,
fans.
Don't let your ignorance cloud your judgment.
No.
I really appreciate all.
But see, you said I said it was mid, King Don. I never said that. I said it was just a good movie. It was not a great movie, and it has not even come close. It has not even come close to The Dark Knight. They're not even in the same. That you couldn't even win your division and be moved up in a relegation system into where The Dark Knight is if you were Dune 2. It was a good movie. It was overhyped. The dude from Austin Butler's a good actor. Best actor was the fat guy as the Baron. Christopher Walken as the Emperor's a joke. I stopped taking you serious when the first thing he said was,
Christopher Walken
wild. It's crazy.
Wow,
the blue I
That's crazy.
He's going to kill us.
Can you explain how they get off sandworms, though?
No, next week, because I'm about to watch it tonight.
I need to know. How do they get off the worms?
They don't show it in the movie, David. I don't know if you've watched the first movie, Jake, but in the first movie, they do this thing where they show a guy riding a sandworm, but they don't explain how he gets on. And then in the second movie, they explain how he gets on, but they don't explain how he gets off. What do you think they're going to do in Dune Part 3? But
probably anyways, disappoint the hell out of me.
The books, because I actually read, is that there's two different ways. You can either pull on the little scales really, really hard, which the way they steer them is by pulling on that. Their skin is super sensitive actually to sand. So when you pull on their shell, it makes them stay above the surface. If you pull really hard, it makes them slow down, or they just wait till they get tired because they're not, they're beasts. They're not super reliable when it comes to transportation. Also, Paul doesn't have to prove that he's Muad'Dib. His name is Muad'Dib. He has to prove he's the Lisan al-Gaib. And the whole point that he doesn't really have to do anything to prove that he is kind of the point. He has to do minimal things, and they.
Man, what an exciting movie! Let's do minimal things.
Fanaticism.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Listen
for that.
Listen, King Don. I don't know if you were describing how to get off the worm or what. You know what? I'm not going to.
It's a really good movie.
It's a good movie. I'm not saying it's not a good movie.
It's an elite movie.
But y'all gassed it up way too much.
It's an elite movie.
Y'all gassed it up way too much.
King Don, epic call, man.
Yeah.
Epic,
hey, King
epic
Don.
Call. Savage.
By the way, King Don. Hey, can you hear me before you go?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Kiss my ass. All right, get him off the phone.
Thanks, King Don. All right, let's go to Jack in Georgia. Jack, what part of Georgia you in, man?
What's up, boys? I'm in Augusta, Georgia.
There we go. Get you some Sconyard's barbecue and call it a day.
Are you just surrounded by pimento cheese right now?
Man, I love some Sconyard's barbecue. That's all I'm saying.
You and me both, brother.
I love that.
God, that just sounds
good.
Well,
God, it is.
Listen here, Blaine. Blaine.
Get him.
Somebody's got to get off my lawn. There's no way the Masters is mid, man. Masters is light around here.
Yeah.
I went to the Masters Wednesday, okay? Scotty Scheffler's a GOAT. All I'm saying is, Blaine, you got to get off my lawn.
Yeah. Look, the only thing, I'll say this, all right? The atmosphere was phenomenal. All right, but there's something about, I want my Sundays to be close. I wanted to come down to someone
close.
No, it wasn't.
So that edition of the Masters?
No, I'm not saying the Masters.
Yeah, good. We need some specifics.
But the last Masters at Sunday, at no point was like, damn, Scott, someone's going to run at Scotty for this. Was never on the edge of my seat. It was over before it started. By the 7th hole, Sunday was over.
It did feel like, you remember like during the NCAA basketball tournament when UConn would have like an 8-point lead, but it felt like a 20-point lead? That was how it was with Scheffler. He had like a 2-3 stroke lead, but it felt like 8 strokes.
Yeah,
let's decide it on 17. Let's decide it down the stretch 15 through 18. Let's go to a playoff. It was just Scotty Scheffler not messing up the whole time. Then everyone, Colin Morikawa and Max Homa, just fell apart, paper mache.
The more I look at Morikawa, the more I see just like a Jordan Spieth zero sugar.
No, after watching the full swing, I just don't like.
You're not the first person I've heard say that too.
So seriously though, I went to the RBC Heritage like 2 days ago in Hilton Head. I saw Colin Morikawa and Scotty Scheffler. I actually took a picture with Scotty Scheffler, and I'm a huge golfer myself, but. Yeah, I agree with you, but Colin Morikawa also has 2 majors already. He does. Was on his way to the third. He was on his way to the 3rd leg of the Grand Slam.
But he did that early. Remember, Jordan Spieth.
He compared him to Jordan Spieth, though. Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's starting to look similar.
Jordan Spieth he got second in his first year at the Masters and then won the next year.
Yeah, he got second again. Yeah.
Yeah, then he had a fat choke on number 12.
Yeah, it was like it seemed like every year this kid was going to win the Masters and finish top 2 or something.
Yeah, it's actually pretty sad, but I don't remember who said it, but whoever said hitting golf balls is hard, I'm going to have to agree with that. Dude, if you're like even a centimeter off, you can make a double bogey, triple bogey. It's pretty easy.
Well, and I feel like everybody should have to swing with blades at least once, just because that's what they're out there using.
Wait till you wake up for a 7:30 tee time and hit a 3-iron off the first tee. Your arm will be buzzing.
Yeah, it's
go like a butter knife on a stick.
Go suck at golf for 18 holes.
Yeah,
see how you feel.
Yeah, that's exactly.
You guys need to come down to Augusta, Georgia. We'll play some golf. We'll have some fun anytime.
Dude,
let's
Jack.
do it, man.
Well, Jack, what are you shooting?
Yeah, Jack, what are you shooting?
Don't lie to me, Jack.
This is actually this is actually Jack Nicklaus's great.
Yeah, I can already tell. What are you shooting?
Honestly, okay, so I'm actually on the way to a college visit for golf. So.
All right, good call, Jack.
Yeah, Jack. Yeah, you can beat the hell out of us.
I'm sure.
I'm taking the other way. I'd love to.
Listen, in between 3 and 6 beers, I'm gonna have a shot for a couple holes.
Oh,
outside of that, it's who knows.
I mean, my lowest round is 65. I'll give you that.
Oh God,
65.
Jack, I'm not playing golf with you.
No, Jack, I'll play golf with you. I'll play golf. I tend to elevate my game.
I don't care. I don't care if you suck at golf. Just don't be slow.
Yeah, there you go. If
you're on a hole and you hit 2 balls in the water, it's time to pick it up, man.
I agree. Well, hey, man, good luck on that college visit. And we'll go down there and get some barbecue, and then you can kick our ass at golf.
Can't wait.
Let's do it.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.
Great call. All right, let's go to William in Alabama. William, talk to us.
Slick Willie.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
What's up?
Stop copying what I say.
All right, first off, who do you think you are, you sparky lizard?
Come on, more. Pour it on me.
Get him.
Pour it on me.
Get him.
Like, Tuscaloosa is the home of championships. And jealousy does not
fit right into it. And right into it. I can smell it from here.
Reed's gonna be pissed.
Get him, William.
Look, William lived there multiple years.
William, get him.
Anyway, turning my attention from some people. So, I don't know if you've kept up with the Stallions at all, but it looks like Adrian Martinez is starting over Matt Corral.
Is it? I'm going to tell you what, the Adrian Martinez, and I hate it for Matt. I was high on Matt. I'll be honest with you. Now injuries kind of plagued him. Adrian Martinez feels like the perfect fit for something like that, right? Mm-hmm. You know, a guy. He's
definitely a better Jamar.
Yeah, like he can run. You know, he's just a even more average Marcus Mariota is the best way to put it. But I feel like William, I feel like he played in college for 30 years. Adrian Martinez.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, look, the Stallions, they going to win it again?
Man, we 3-0 right now, about to be 4-0. You better believe it.
Let's
Run a
go.
defense check up.
Hashtag
Run a
giddy
defense
up.
Real.
Yeah, we need to go to one of those games.
Let's do it.
We need to go to one of those games.
It's fun, man.
Little content.
Go to the
And
Ham.
Protective Stadium is beautiful.
We need to check that out. William, we need to do that.
Oh, absolutely. Let me know, and I'll meet you there.
Hell yeah.
All right, William.
Sign me up.
All right,
Appreciate it, buddy.
Thanks,
See you, buddy.
Thanks for
Appreciate you,
calling,
buddy.
man. All right, Nathan in Missouri is on the line. Nathan, talk to us.
Hey, dog.
Good morning, gentlemen, and plus Dragon. How are y'all
Yes.
this morning?
Yes.
Yeah, Scott, we're cruising. We're cruising for the under.
It's not even close.
Like, you may have to just put the hook out there.
I'm going to start pissing people off.
And I still won't buy. Oh, well, you already do that naturally.
Well, hey, listen, I've been contemplating this whole T-shirt bandwagon problem,
Okay.
and I'm wondering if we've got maybe a distinction needs to be drawn or like an understanding of terms. Are we dealing more with a poser than a bandwagon fan?
Well, see, those are the same things to me.
Yeah,
Those are the
what's
same
the
things to
difference?
me. Like,
I don't
it's
know.
all fake.
But the bandwagon, to me, the bandwagon means you hopped on a team just when they were good.
Yeah,
You're
you're
getting on with
posing.
everyone else.
You're posing with everyone when it's
Right.
going good.
But like that call from the other day, when he was wearing a Bears shirt, like no one wants to be a Bears fans right now.
Exactly.
But so he's
Can
just
you be
not being a
poser
good
for bad
Cowboys
team?
fan, right?
So you're saying is okay. I think I understand, Nathan, what you're saying. So let me make sure I'm right. So you're saying that you can't be a bandwagon fan if the team that you jump to is not doing well. So instead of making you a
Right.
bandwagon fan, does that just make you a poser? Is that what you're saying?
Right. Yes, it's like the definition of terms: poser versus bandwagon fan. The poser is posing for a team that is subpar. You know.
That's logical. I can understand that line of thinking. But does the number one pick come into here? Like, this isn't like
if there's
the Bears.
Every time the Bears are hot, it's right now.
Yeah, it's
Are
like
they?
you get that.
I mean, number one pick. You just signed Keenan Allen. Like it's better
when I
than
see
it's
the number
looked.
one pick,
There's some nuance.
when I see
there.
that you got the number one pick, that means you didn't do good last year.
That is true. Or
That
you
is
made a
true.
great trade.
Unless you're just trying to
And you're
get out
bringing
in
up
front. Go ahead.
You're bringing up a great point too, though. Whenever you're following, a particular player that played at your previous school, they might be on a bad team, but you're still going to root for them. So you're not really a poser. You're a true fan.
Well, I need to see
of that
Williams
team
on the
or
back
of
of
that
that Bears jersey. Like, if that's the
Right.
case, I don't need it to be Urlacher's jersey. I need to see whoever that
It's like
player
if you're a
is.
Chargers fan,
Which, I mean, you got to ask the
just love
question.
Keenan Allen, and he just got traded to the Bears. Like, is it okay to wear a Keenan Allen Bears shirt?
I'll tell you another thing. Now that we're on this
I
topic,
think yes.
is you could be a bandwagon fan who doesn't even switch up teams. I mean, for instance, let's just take the Cowboys analogy the other day from the guy who called in. Like, let's say you're a Cowboys fan in the third grade in the 90s when they're winning Super Bowls with Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith, and then when they're bad, you completely stop caring about them. And then when the Cowboys start winning again, if that happens, now you're a Cowboys fan again. That's bandwagon.
I get that. Well,
yeah.
I think there's a difference. Like, for example, let's say that, like Auburn got eliminated by Yale in the NCAA tournament. I still pick a couple of teams that I'm like low-key rooting for. That doesn't make me, that doesn't mean I'm going to root for them next year. Like the NHL playoffs, like the Preds get eliminated. Let's say all of a sudden, hey, I'm rooting for the Leafs, right? Like I was talking about earlier. That doesn't mean I'm a Leafs fan for life. I'm just rooting for them in this playoffs. To be honest with you, I'm rooting for my bets because that's typically how it works in that situation. But I don't think that makes you a bandwagon fan. It's a very interesting argument.
And the Bears right now are predicted a double-digit win season.
Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, they got a good
They're
defense.
predicted to win. I mean, 7-10 last year.
We went in the chat.
But they're not on the level, like I said the other day. It'd be different than if you were wearing a Chiefs fan. Like, I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I'm just wearing Chiefs gear everywhere. Well, yeah, they're back-to-back Super Bowl champs. That's different. You're hopping on a bandwagon.
You're hopping on a bandwagon. Yeah.
So, okay, yeah, that's an exact position that I've, find myself in. Southeast Missouri rooted for the Rams when they were in St. Louis. They move. So now, geographically, I'm closer to like the Titans, but it's still a Missouri team with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Am I a bandwagon?
Hey, be a Chiefs fan, Nathan.
Yeah.
I love that organization, man.
For sure. And geography matters when it comes to fandom. But Nathan, great call. It's an interesting. Maybe
this could be like a full break.
rules, like beer pong rules. We just have
for sure.
Yeah.
That could be a full breakout, like a full segment.
Great call.
The dictionary of sports terms.
Yes.
So,
I love that.
hey, you guys take care. Have a good
Thanks, man. See ya. All right, 2 more callers today on this epic Flaming Dragon Friday. Let's go to Chuck in New Jersey. Chuck, what's up?
Chuck.
Hey, guys, what's happening?
What's up?
I was actually the one on Twitter that had the Dr. Thunder for you yesterday.
Dude, yes. I think I threw you a follow back on social.
You talking about the soda, Dr.
Yes,
Thunder? That's the one I was trying to think about.
Yeah. So it went, and make sure I'm right here, Chuck. It used to be Dr. Check, right? And then it turned into Dr. Thunder, right?
Yeah, little rebranding or something, I guess. But yeah,
and
Dr.
the
Thunder,
mountain.
I mean, it don't get no better.
Dr. Thunder is more Dr. Pepperish, right?
No. Okay. See, first off, you should know this, and I'm unbelievably disappointed.
That's
Check soda. Check is a brand.
Coke.
It's like Sam's Choice.
Okay.
So they have. You know how you go and get cereal, and maybe instead of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you get like Cinnamon Crunchies. It's just like an off-brand.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Check was, but it's better. Like it's Check. Did Check have Mountain Lightning, too? Was that Check or was that Sam's Choice? Mountain Lightning. It was their Mountain Dew.
I think that was Sam's Choice. I'm pretty sure.
That was Sam's Choice. But the Check sodas, born and raised.
The only one I ever drank was Dr. Thunder. That's the one I know about.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember all of them. Chuck, that would be a good. You had Dr. Thunder that used to be Dr. Check, right? You had Check Cola. The Coca-Cola one was just Check, right? It was just Check Cola. That's what it was.
Just Check Cola.
But no, dude, I'm so glad people were feeling me on that because that was a great drink growing up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So what I wanted to talk to you guys was, I think I have for the NFL draft. I think I got a pretty good angle, betting angle. I usually do pretty well on these. I just can't see Drake May going after Jaden Daniels. I think when you look,
you think he's gonna go before
GMs? I think Drake May goes second to Washington.
Wow,
I really think
crazy.
so.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's crazy.
You can get it at plus 130 right now on various sports books, including Bet Online.
What's Jaden? What's Jaden for his second pick? You know his odds? If not, I'll find it.
I can't remember, but I know it is juiced. But like, think about it from. I mean, you guys coached and everything, and obviously, Dave, you played. Like, just think about just looking at the player profile. I mean, Jaden's receivers were running wide ass open. There really weren't a ton of NFL throws. I mean, there weren't people within 6 yards of his receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and look, do I think Jaden Daniels is the most accurate? No, but I do think. I mean, go back and watch that Mississippi State game. Go back and watch a couple. There is his ability to fit the ball in the window. He can do it. What I like is Jaden's ability to throw off platform, which Drake May can do just as well, and he's bigger. But Jaden Daniels' elusiveness. Now, I will say what scares the hell out of me if I was a GM that was drafting Jaden Daniels is he runs like he's Josh Allen's size. And he's not even close to Josh Allen's size. And you will get broken. If Anthony Richardson gets broken in the first 4 games, Jaden Daniels, they'll be picking up pieces of Jaden Daniels for weeks if he tries to go run into the arms of an NFL defensive lineman like he did against Georgia, which is insane. Absolutely insane. But I mean, we're going to have quarterbacks go with the first 3 picks, right?
I think so.
Like, it's going to probably be Caleb, Drake, or Jaden for that 2nd and 3rd pick, right? Would have to be.
I think so. That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, Chuck, great call, buddy. Call in again.
Hey, call in before the draft next week, man. Thank you.
Hey, of course, we're going to live stream it. So,
all right, let's keep rolling along here. Quickly, Colton in Chattanooga. We got 30 seconds, man.
Coltonius, what's up?
Jake, man, not only are you wrong about Dune 2, but you're also wrong about The Dark Knight, my friend.
Oh, wow.
Well, okay.
I love your first statement. Correct.
Colton. We can disagree with the first one. The second one's fighting words.
Now listen, I'm not saying The Dark Knight's a bad movie. It's a great movie. Great movie. But it's not even the top 10 in the 21st century, much less going back further than that.
And Dune 2 is?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I can think of
Dune 2's already cracked the top 10?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's top 10 movie in the 21st century. No,
I'm watching tonight. I've got a live tweet this
top
experience
15,
tonight.
top 20 of all time. Because
I'm
you have to
telling you,
understand
it's a damn good movie.
They actually
Something's
changed the way that cinema is done in certain perspectives with Dune 2. It was actually genuinely.
So did Birdman.
You're right.
So did
You're
Birdman.
right.
So did Birdman.
Yeah,
I can do without it.
You're right.
But Birdman was pretty forgettable, honestly. It was a good
Exactly,
movie,
but it
wasn't,
changed cinema.
Yeah, it changed. Here's the way it changed cinema. It made me not believe in all these overhyped ass movies. That's the way it changed cinema.
Look, I'm getting more and more excited though. So you are just
no. I hope, David. I hope you love it.
I'll appeal. Listen, I'll appeal to David here because I know you are the most cinematic-minded of the three of you. Because didn't you go to film school?
I did. I spent a lot of time doing this.
This is OnlyFans Tech,
I went to film
right?
school too. So
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
It's called casting.
You went to film
casting
school?
couch.
Colton, you.
I have a bachelor's degree in film.
From
now,
where?
Granted,
Full Sail?
No, from Regent University. It's up in Virginia Beach.
Gotcha.
So now, granted, there's a reason I went to law school. Okay, it's not like I'm, Christopher Nolan or anything. But
hey,
I
he
know
sucks.
how to break down a film.
Yeah.
Nolan's great, but here's the thing: The Dark Knight isn't even Nolan's best film.
Sure, I can agree
Not
with
by
that
a long
too.
shot.
Yeah.
Colton,
I
listen.
think Interstellar and Inception and The Prestige and Memento are all better
Well,
than
it's
The Dark
funny.
Knight.
I love when lawyers call in and agree with me.
Hey,
Prestige is
hey,
fantastic.
once I figure out what the hell is going on in Interstellar and Inception, I'll let you know what I think.
I watched
still yet
Memento.
to figure
I watched Memento back on the plane ride.
Memento's
from,
a great
from L.A.
Memento's a great,
Memento is
crazy ending.
phenomenal.
Yeah, wow.
Memento is a work of art.
That and,
But, yeah,
and The
I'm
Usual
telling you,
Suspects is.
Dune 2 is a work of art. It is. I have never seen a more cinematically perfect film in the 21st century. Now, the big caveat to that is the only real critiques of the film are related to the plot, which is Frank Herbert's plot. So the criticisms really go toward the novel more than they do the movie itself. As far as just the technical execution of putting cinema together, I have not seen a more perfect piece of cinema.
If we're
in the
talking
21st
about
century.
how the car is built, there was more cinematically
what I'm
going
talking
on in Dune 2. See, when I think of movies, that's the difference.
Okay.
I think of the plot of the movie and the acting in the movie.
Right.
I
You
really
wanna
don't even
overthink
think
it.
about.
Yeah, and you shouldn't. It should never be.
in Dune 2.
Exactly. Someone should not be required to
acting
have
is
to think.
I'm not like, oh wow,
The acting's really good.
I think the acting's really going to do too. I think none of it touches Heath Ledger or Gary Oldman.
I would consider it a win.
The only phenomenal performance in Dune in Dark
See,
Knight.
I disagree
The
with
rest of
that.
the performances
Gary
in The Dark
Oldman's
Knight were just
fantastic.
mediocre.
Gary Oldman's fantastic.
Gary Oldman
in
is
that
a
movie.
legend, but his performance in The Dark Knight was just average.
That's fair. I mean, that is. Fair.
I don't think it's
I'm just
average.
wondering. You're talking about top 15 in the last 25 years. I'm just wondering if Dune 2 is Dennis's best film that he's made because I love Prisoners.
It is.
You know, I love a lot of it.
He did Prisoners. Is that Hugh Jackman?
Prisoners.
That's a great
right.
movie.
Yeah. And he
I'm
did
a huge
the new
Villeneuve
Blade
fan.
Runner movie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to watch it this weekend. I'm not letting another day.
Hey,
pass.
Colton, great call. You're wrong about The Dark Knight, but great call.
Great call, Colton. Keep it up, bud.
Hey,
You're the best, Colton.
Hey, he's a lawyer. He's good at
Call in
arguing.
next week. All right. Everybody else who called in on the line, please call in next week.
Monday, we got a great show for you. All right, guys, I'm not going to lie. I spaced out writing y'all's bets, but I'm going to blame it on you guys. So, I think I went 1-1 yesterday. Little fun in the sun. Got a knife and a gun. Taking a number 2, but always number 1. All right, here we go. Give me Missouri money line plus 160. This is college baseball. I believe they're hosting LSU. And then give me South Carolina.
Ooh, 2 dog
money line
bets.
at home against Arkansas. The Razorbacks. They're excited about Calipari, but they're not going to be excited after tonight.
All right, 1-1 yesterday. No more Red Sox Nerfies. I'm done with it. I'm done. But Astros Nats, no runs first inning, minus 115. And I'm going to take the Phillies minus a run and a half at plus 124. Why?
Because I gotta.
Or they're playing the White Sox.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see that picture of how many, there was 12 people at the White Sox game yesterday.
It's sad.
I think
It's sad.
Alex Jones tweeted about it.
I hate
Not
it.
surprised. All right, 1-1 yesterday as well, Dave. We did hit the bet. We bet Buds on.
Yes, we did.
Which is fun. The Rays and whoever.
God, I love when y'all
scored 3 runs the whole game, and they scored 3 runs in the first inning, which is hilarious. But today, I'm going back to the well. Give me D-backs, Giants, Nerfy. That's going off at a minus.
Markers suck.
It's going off at minus 130. It's fine if you don't have to ride it. No big deal. And then give me the Mets-Dodgers nerfy. That's going off at -118.
All right. Hey, what's Ace going with, David?
Oh,
Ace
what's
money.
what? Rangers +1.5, -118 in a series with the Braves this weekend.
Yeah.
That's just kind of interesting. You get the Rangers
How are
with
you
a
feeling
run and a
about that?
half.
Where are
I
you
mean,
We're going to get to that. Hold on.
huh?
We'll get to that.
Okay. And then D-backs +110.
you call me?
It says snacks. It auto-corrected as snacks.
Nice.
Diamondbacks
Signs.
+110.
Signs. What teams are named after snacks? What teams are named after snacks that are playing? Think about this. Are there any teams
Well,
that
you
are
can
named
eat a
after
lot
snacks?
of things.
Yeah, I mean.
I need to put a bet on that.
White
That's
sock?
a sign. That's a sign. Speaking of Interstellar, why is Matthew McConaughey pushing a book? Like, told me to take the team name after snacks.
Don't let him go, Nerf.
Yeah.
Don't let him go. All right, let's get a donation. $5 donation from Nathan J. Go to the Braves-Rangers game tonight.
Let's go.
David, who are we rooting for?
Oh, who are we rooting for?
Well, why did you not already answer?
Huh?
Okay.
Can I tell you in song form?
That should hurt worse if you're
home. I'm home. Come on home.
All right, another $5 donation from Arik Cast. You really appreciate it, Arik. Better punishment. The loser over a month has to report ringside from Little People Wrestling live in Pigeon Forge.
God, I would do that for free.
Hey, already been once.
I would do that as a reward.
Little People Wrestling in Pigeon Forge.
Little
Already been
Pigeon
once.
Forge.
The guy who won it called him 25 cents. Swear to God. All right, let's go to our resident Phillies fan. $5 donation from Ryan Gates. Since MLB has started, I need something new to count down to. So 134 days till the Mountaineers kick some Nittany Lion ass, baby.
Yeah. Hey, doesn't matter. We're going to kick some Cougar ass on Saturday.
Water Boy's a cheater.
The Water Boy's a cheater.
Let's go to a $20 donation from Chris Dumas.
Attaboy, Chris.
God, Chris, I just...
That's not how his last name
I
said.
just want to so bad. So bad, but I'm not going to.
That's the Tourette's.
So it's so early. Yeah, I know. It nicked me on the way out. Says it's so early in San Diego. I need you boys to push the show back at least an hour. Love the show, but God, help a guy out.
Hey, look, wake up, right?
Get your cake up.
Get your cake up, all right? And then, I don't know, by that time we'll be on.
Then eat your steak up.
Then eat your steak up and put on your makeup.
Look, if you want to buy things without looking at the price tag, you've got to be able to work without looking at the clock. Remember that. Let's go to a $10 donation.
Is that another Confucius saying that you got?
It is. $10 donation from Troy Manser. The best show out, going at 5:30 in the morning. Really appreciate you, fellas. We really appreciate you.
Man.
We appreciate you, brother.
That is the last donation of the day. Hold
on.
No, it's not. I lied.
Okay.
All right, we got another one from Timothy from Green Bay. $5 donation. No beef today, gentlemen. Just wanted to say, keep up the great work. You three are truly amazing together and make every day at work better with y'all, man. Well, that's what
Tim,
we're
we
going
appreciate
for.
you,
Really
buddy.
appreciate it. Timmy, go ahead and play the graphic. I don't want to
Play it. It hit.
it's getting smoked.
Like Katniss Everdeen.
It's getting absolutely smoked. Poll.
Come up with a new challenge.
Poll.
It up. Get to the poll.
Do y'all like the idea of the Super League? Yes or no?
God, that's a good one. This is a good poll question.
They're probably into it.
I feel like it's half and half,
50,
Dave.
I don't know. Okay, 50-50.
I'll say, which, so you're basically betting green on roulette. I love it. I'm going to say no, 51%.
Oh, yes, 51.
No way.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
49.
I'm telling you, it's
Are we
that
on the
tight.
polls or what?
It's that tight. I can
fellas.
smell it.
That would make sense, though.
I can smell
it's
it.
an
I was
interesting
right.
idea, but it's also...
Fantastic week. Appreciate everybody. Hey, keep sharing the show. We really appreciate you guys. We want to keep growing as fast as possible and make this the biggest sports show in the country. Just telling you how it is and using common sense. So, the wait for the Stanley Cup Playoffs.
Dune 2, baby.
And why the Dark Knight is better than Dune 2. We're going.
Woo! Okay.
Gone. That's a week's worth of catches, boys.